What's up, everyone? So we are on episode 2 of Body Transformation Confessions with Hitch Fit. My name is Micah Lacerte. This is my wife, Diana Shalom Lacerte.
Thank you.
Gotta add the extra last name on there. Okay, so today we want to discuss overcoming plateaus. And we got this request from Piper Howard from Hitch Fit online Facebook page. So thank you, Piper. I think you are from Kansas, so are still living there, whatnot. So thank you, Piper. Where can we start with plateaus, Diana?
Well, I think typically when people hit a plateau, number one, it's usually because they've been doing the same thing over and over and over again. So it means that it's time to change things up, do something progressive that's going to give your body a little bit of a shock. When you do the same thing over and over and over again, your body it becomes very efficient when it does the same thing over and over again. So that's why it's important to keep variety in there, and you know, we're big believers in constant change. So I would say that would be number one. I think that nutrition is usually a big thing. When people say that they've hit a plateau, we find a lot of times it boils down to they're just not eating right. You know, you can make changes in your nutrition. Like if you have a lot of weight to lose, you can make just some small changes in your nutrition, and initially you're going to be able to lose some weight, but that's not going to continue forever. So it's a matter of, you know, you really have to get that on point if you want your body to keep progressing, and then it depends on what level you're trying to eventually progress to, as far as how strict you need to be and, you know, how tight you need to keep things.
So in the gym, you know, I'll give you a couple ideas of what you can do to overcome those plateaus. You know, simple techniques and tempo. When you're doing a regular tempo type of exercise, you're just going through the motion. Maybe a 1-2-1 type of motion, 1 second up. I got James, AJ, and Tiona and Josh talking trash back and forth with one another. Sorry, guys, our trainers, we communicate tight. So anyways, change up your tempos. Go into something like a 3-3-3 tempo. So 3 seconds up, 3 second pause, 3 seconds down on all of your movements. Just really slow it down. It's a little bit difficult to do that style, but try it out. It's amazing how much more difficult that is. Drop sets are amazing. Super sets are amazing. So look those up and just try to push yourself further than you have. Every 4 weeks, try to update your workout. Do things a little bit differently every 4 weeks. So touching on nutrition again, you know, everybody's goals are a little bit different. What can somebody do to you know, really try to lose weight in a sense when they're hitting that plateau where they're like, I'm at 135 pounds, I just can't get past it?
Well, I think number one, it depends on what their body fat is more than what their scale weight is. If you're 135 pounds and you're still 25-30% body fat, it's going to be different than if you're 135 pounds and 15% trying to get to 10%.
Sure.
So your composition of your body is the most important. You know, if your body fat is higher, a lot of times it's just a matter of common mistakes people make are not eating. Not starting off the day with breakfast, not eating frequently throughout the day, you know, just eating too high of portions and not the right foods, a lot of processed foods. So first thing you can do is just clean up your diet, make sure you're eating small meals frequently throughout the day to keep your metabolism going strong throughout the day, keep your blood sugars level throughout the day by eating whole foods and good combinations of healthy carbohydrates and lean proteins and healthy fats. So, I mean, that's a foundation for most people that will get you headed in the right direction, and then, you know, you can start dropping that body fat. I think though when it comes to plateaus, like you said, I think what a lot of people do is, you know, they find one routine that they really enjoy at the gym and they end up doing that over and over and over again. Yeah. and they're doing the same weights every time, and you kind of end up, you're going through the motions, like, okay, I did my 12 repetitions, and okay, now I'm moving on to this, and it's not even a challenge anymore. So a good sign of you need to either, increase your weights or change something about the way you're doing your exercise. If whatever your rep range is, whether you're doing 10 reps, 12 reps, 15 reps, whatever it might be, if the last 2 to 3 are not a struggle, if you're not very challenged getting those up, if you're just breezing through, that's a sign that something needs to be increased, or you can try the drop sets or the pause reps or like things like that, because there has to be something that tells that it catches your body's attention. So it's like, hey, something's happening here. I need to pay attention. I need to, because there's something challenging going on here. I can't do this on autopilot because I'm not sure what this is that we're doing.
Yeah.
So I think that's important, and there's a million different ways you can work out. There's so many different training programs and training styles, and most important is keeping things, making sure you're training in a balanced way. Like a lot of people, I don't ever train legs. I don't ever train my upper body. Well, you got to train it all, because you need a strong body overall. If you're only training one thing and not the other, you need to be training everything, guys. Especially, I think.
Yeah.
Don't train their legs.
Work your legs.
But so I think just change things up. Make sure your nutrition is on point. Those are the 2 biggest things for overcoming plateaus. Cardio also comes into that equation. One thing I found, like when someone very first starts losing weight, I started walking on the treadmill, and I lost, 5 pounds in the first week or 2 weeks, and it was awesome. And then, 3 weeks later, I'm still walking on the treadmill. What's going on? I'm not losing any more weight. You have to progress that. Like if you're doing a 20-minute walk on the treadmill and you hit a plateau, another thing you can do is increase that. You don't have to necessarily increase your time. You can increase your intensity. You can try to get watch your calories and try to hit a higher level of calories in that period of time. Go from a walk to a jog to a run, increase your incline, do intervals, increase the time, so there's a lot of different ways that you can progress yourself on cardio too, and change up the type of cardio that you're doing. Don't do the exact same thing all the time. Change it up so that, again, it's just all about changing, shocking, challenging your body to take it to another level.
Awesome. So, to overcome those plateaus, change what you're doing. Change your workouts, tighten up your diet a little bit more, and stay focused on those goals. So thank you, everyone. Last week we did the diabetes, so check that out too. Check out hitchfit.com for this confessions and the next one's coming out. If you have any ideas for next week's confession, shoot us an email and let us know, and we'll talk to you soon. Stay healthy, stay fit.